What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat, and today we're going to be messing around with something that I haven't really played a whole lot on the channel. In fact, I haven't played it at all. That's a terrible way to start off the episode, but we're playing Super House of Dead Ninjas. I figured you guys enjoyed Rogue Legacy quite a bit, and this game is markedly similar, yet at the same time a bit more fast-paced, so I figured I'd show it off. I'm gonna do one test episode, and if you guys end up liking it, I'll do another one or so. I'm not the best at the game, but we are gonna run on through and show off what we can show off. Now, this might not be a very long episode. This game tries to kill you very rapidly. It's a rapid-fire game that is a lot like Shinobi or Ninja Gaiden, but anyways, this is where you go before every single mission. You're gonna pick out your kit, pick out your gear, and figure out what you want. There's a number of different shurikens and projectiles you can use. I'm gonna swap back over to the normal shuriken of the Headless Brotherhood. It makes me decapitate people, which is pretty sweet. Make sure that you one-shot people. But up here we've got melee weapons, so you've got your katana. This one always decapitates people. We've got nunchucks. We can knock the projectiles back at people. We've got the kusarigama, which we can throw. It attacks a little bit slower than the katana, but it's got a huge range. We've also got the whip, and the whip actually draws things back to you. You can use it to pull buffs and things of that nature. I'm gonna go with the beheading katana for now. The beheading shuriken, and then we only have normal bombs because I don't use bombs very often. That's one of the strange things. And finally, we've got magic. Now, lightning magic gives us a big vertical column of electricity that destroys things. This one gives us a horizontal column of fire, which destroys things, and this one gives us wind magic, which traces enemies and runs around. There's also various upgrades that we can unlock as we die and complete the game more efficiently than others. You can get more shurikens, things of that nature. I've unlocked a lot of them because I've been playing this game a ton, and then most importantly, there's a lot of random unlockables here that will not show up from chests in the game until you unlock them, so it's a little bit like Binding of Isaac in that sense, where you've got to unlock the power-ups before they'll actually drop from treasure chests. So there's all kinds of cool stuff here. I don't really know what a lot of it does. I just kind of grab it as it comes along. You tend to see a lot of them as you go through the game. But most importantly, let's pick the color of our suit. Green is my favorite color, and you can see down at the bottom left, it'll swap our ninja's color. Green is my favorite color though, so that's what I'm gonna go with. And let's go straight on in. I'm gonna play the game on hard mode. Actually, yeah, let's do hard mode. And we'll start from the roof, and I'm going to take this one a little bit slow. Normally, I play this about 3 times as fast as I'm going to play it right here, but I want to explain stuff to you guys as we go. So, I am playing with a controller. As with all platformers, I prefer to play with a controller. We're able to swing downwards like that. If I press downwards and attack, I can drop down on enemies and kill them. We can duck, we can also dodge projectiles, we can double jump, we can take things out like so. Now these big fat guys right here typically take 2 hits from a katana, but since we've got the beheading katana, it allows us to kill them with a single strike. When you kill things fast enough, in quick enough progression, it'll give you rage, which means you go invulnerable and you blink like I am right now. And then the longer you last, you get a little point bonus. So the game is a high score race. The game goes down about 400 floors. Every time I drop one of these layers, it's going to be increasing. If you look down at the HUD at the bottom left, it'll tell you what floor we're on. We're currently on floor 24. The bottom right, we have a timer which stops you from stalling and taking your time as you go along. Our rage time there was 24 seconds. I'm going to take him out, throw a shuriken at him, and down he goes. We can recollect our shurikens, but we're running out of time, so I should probably keep moving a little bit. So there's how the shurikens work right there. We grab a time power-up, and it's going to reset everything for us. You can decapitate guys, and when you decapitate them, you can strike their heads, and it'll allow you to get a little bit... Oh, I got hit. It'll allow you to get a little bit more points there. That was actually a giant noob mistake that I made right there. A little bit of an accident, but it's okay. And so that guy over here is named, which means he's going to drop a power-up every single time we kill him. And that's a good thing if you're trying to get a high score. You always want to make sure you're taking out the guys that drop the power-ups. Take out that dude right there. We can also wall slide a lot like Mega Man right there, so you want to do that when time permits, and I can't hit him, but I tried. The spike traps are going to kill us. At the top center, we've got our health, which in different play modes gives you a different amount. So right now, that's all that I get because I'm playing on hard. That's the principal difference. Now, in normal mode, when you die, you actually get continues, so you have about 3 times as much health as you would have right there. Let me kill this guy real fast. These monkeys are a giant problem too, so you want to make sure you take them out, unless you've got a power-up called Monkey Bane, which makes them run away from you. Unfortunately, I don't have that, so this is something we're just going to have to live with. You don't want to stop and try and get every mob, because you can get yourself into trouble that way. You can either run out of time, or there's a number of things that can go wrong if you do that, but you know, you want to make sure that you're playing precisely, and I think this game requires a bit more precision than some other games do, which is I think why I like it. One sword swing can effectively end your run on this go, which it's an attractive feature for me. It makes it a little bit like a roguelike in that sense. Those little dudes throw things at you. These are like the little, I forget the names of the blocks, anyways, from Mario, where they come down and they try and squish you. You gotta keep your way out of them, but they don't go back up. That's how they differ from Mario, is they actually sit there for a while. You've gotta jump over them, jump over those spikes there, come down on this guy, and we got a free rampage from that power-up. Another named mob down. We got the magnetic buff now, which means that we draw all the power-ups to us. So there's the other time buff right there. They give you a lot of points, and I think we're at our first boss here. We've got two options, and it looks like we've got the Lion Rage, who is a bit of a pain. He's not so bad, though. He's definitely defeatable. Oh, and he turned around on me. And I am playing very poorly right now. You'll forgive me. There he goes. And so we got him down. That was not the best rage run that I've ever had. It's a little embarrassing to put up. There are people that are a lot better at this game than I am. Believe you me. Now, these spiky piggy guys, let's talk about them. The spiky pink pigs up there. Oh, he got me anyways. These little scorpion guys, they strike through the floor, which makes them a huge pain. But anyways, the spiky piggy guys, you don't want to touch them. They take 2 hits. You can't drop on top of them without an attack going. I usually just use ranged attacks on them because they speed up, they become a pain, and they're just not worth dealing with. This right here is a statue that covers an entire floor with a projectile, and so you want to be careful with those gray statues because they... Oh, I ran face first into that scorpion while trying to kill him. What a idiotic move on my part. Let's take him out real quick, throw a couple at those pigs, get my shurikens back, get the power buff going on, and we'll wait for this guy to fire his next projectile, then we'll drop down, even though I probably had time to take him out in the first place. That chest had shurikens in it, so we're going to grab those. There is a gun that I'm pretty fond of. It's actually my favorite projectile weapon. Some people will disagree, but it's my favorite projectile weapon. I'm using the shurikens now just because they're a basic weapon. You may have noticed that there was 2 different colors of ninjas that we've been fighting, the pinks and the blues. The blues can't change floors, and they turn around whenever they hit an empty space, or they turn around when they hit a wall. These frogs are terrifying. I don't like these frogs. They're a giant pain. There we go, I got him. The frogs are probably responsible for a large majority of my death, just because they move quickly, and they also jump out of the range of your shurikens all the time. See if I can get that scorpion real fast for the extra point boost. This right here is going to be, we don't have the time, never mind. We need to get down to this time buff down here, otherwise we're going to get in trouble. When your time runs out, it actually summons this big death guy that just comes in and like one-shots you basically. It costs you 1 health if you run out of time, in a nutshell. And we got him. Oh, and we barely got that frog right there. That was something that I was not really feeling too good about. Because we have the buff that allows us to see inside of the chests, this right here allows you to choose the chest. Now, there is a stipulation. If we use the Kusari Gamma, we could get 2 chests at once, which is pretty sweet. But anyways, I've got X-ray specs right now, so I can see into chests, and I can also see what mobs are going to drop buffs and nice things. I've got a familiar right here. I forget what the familiar does. I collect them every now and again. I don't play this game a load like I do with Rogue Legacy, so I kind of just pick things up as I go. I haven't completed the game on hard yet either, which is a little bit sad. I've only been able to do it on normal. I have been running it almost every single day, a couple times a day, to see if I can finish the game on hard, but I just haven't got there quite yet. It's a game that's difficult to pick up. In fact, I would say that the learning curve on this one is pretty substantial. You're gonna... Oh, no. I'm out of time. Never mind, it reset when I died. I don't know if I missed a clock back there. I may have. The clock may have been back on the left when I jumped down and got me into a little bit of trouble, but I died anyways, so it reset my timer for me. Not a huge deal. Right now we want to run through and kill all of these because we're on a rampage, which means we're completely and totally immune to any form of damage. We just want to keep on trucking as hard as we can. We've also picked up a new buff that if we fall too far, it slows down our descent. These little guys right here have spiky backs, which means if you kill them, they drop a spike pit on the floor that you can't get by without dying, which is a pretty major problem sometimes if you've got a cramped quarters fight. This room right here shows up pretty frequently. The game is procedurally generated, which can be a decent amount of fun. I don't know if you can blow these up or not. Let me try. Oh, you can. You can bomb them. Well, he's got a buff then, so I'm going to blow him up. Considering I don't use bombs that often, it's worth noting. Those little worms on the ground that I just killed, they slow you down. They aren't really a huge problem, but they do slow you down a bit. Now, that guy that just jumped up from the ground, Oh, I got a life, but then I lost a life. It was worth a try, and we got the point bonus for it. The second boss, I forget his name, but he's a big turtle dude. His name's Torment, that's what it is. And he's fairly simple as well. I've noticed that a lot of the bosses in this game have a similar theme to what you'll see in old Mega Man games. It's one of those weird things that I've noticed where they use the same attack pattern, so my guess is that the developer is a big fan of Mega Man. One thing I like about going with the shurikens instead of the pistol is that you can pick up your shurikens off the ground. When you're only running with a pistol, you can't get your bullets back, so that's kind of the decision you have to make when you swap gear there. Got that little spiky dude right there. We'll take him out and then grab our shuriken back. Let's see. It looks like we've got a dragon on that floor. I'm going to drop down and take him out. He's going to drop that. We're going to duck that guy's fireball and then take him out with a shuriken. These ghosts right here, they give you hints. They tell you about secret rooms and play styles and things of that nature. They generally just make you better at the game. Now, the skeletons that we just killed are a little bit of a pain. With those rooms right there, with those corridors with the spikes on both sides, you just want to single jump for those. Don't let the game trick you into double jumping because you will regret it. The skeletons charge you, much like the monkeys do, except the skeletons can't jump over pits. Oh, is there a clock over here? There is. Okay, we almost got into trouble there. Drop down on that monkey and take him out. And then I'm also going to drop down, take out both those ninjas. Get rid of that little chocobo looking little bugger. I can't believe I just said kokobo. Just chocobo. God. Such a terrible thing for that to happen while I'm recording. Just an all-around embarrassment. Now, that guy right there, you may have saw him in the shadows. You want to look out for red eyes in the background. Sometimes the skeletons come back to life. I forgot to mention that. I haven't really determined why they come back sometimes, but sometimes they do, and it is a giant pain in the booty hole. Let's drop down on that skeleton right there. Take him out. Unfortunately, we triggered the dragons as we were coming down the wall right there, so unfortunately we won't get the bonus for killing them. Oh, I thought I got him. That's weak. That red statue right there, what he does is he just shoots a little flamethrower breath at you, which in general is not so bad, but can be a pain in certain situations. I do like how the game... Oh, that's going to be a giant pain to kill. There we go. We'll get rid of him that way. We couldn't have dropped down on him. The spiky guys are immune to drop attacks. You really, really, really don't want to do it. On the other hand, these little fishy guys in here, not so bad. Not so bad, all things considered. Now, I probably could have grabbed that bonus if I was a little bit smarter about the way that I was playing, but I got panicky. And I got nervous, guys, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm just going to speed through the rest of this as rapidly as possible because we have a rampage, and this is normally how fast I play the game right here. Oh, and we got to get to the next time clock. I don't know if I missed it or what I did, but unfortunately... Ooh, and he's after us. Let's see if we can duck him a little bit here. Oh, he went away. Never mind. He went away when we died. I think if we had gotten to a clock, though, he would have pissed off for good, but it is what it is. Let's see if we can get to... Oh, no. That's not what I want. But anyways, this game is pretty cool. It was originally... Oh, what is that? Nice. Picked up a little secret there on the wall. I guess that's what the fairy does. The fairy mines for secrets. That's pretty sweet. Now, those dudes right there in the cloaks are a giant pain because you have to hit them twice. They teleport and they also throw a projectile at you if you mess up. So you saw that right there. I like how the game both taunts you and applauds you for good moves, though. You legitimately feel as though you've done something. Oh, God, I'm talking too much. I gotta keep moving. Time trial games are not conducive to live commentary. I will tell you that. We're probably not gonna make it much further. And I like how the game, though, it both taunts you and applauds you. You know you've done something well. Oh. There we go. And so the fairy helped me right there, too, by destroying something that otherwise would have been in my way. Let me get my shurikens back here. And we need to keep moving. We only got 15 seconds left, so let's see if we can get to the next timer deal before we get ourselves into trouble. Oh, there it is. So we'll grab that, take out that skeleton. I think the red skeletons come back, or they do something obnoxious. Yeah, there he is. He comes back, so... to watch out for the little guy on the floor right there because he is going to try and kill us through the floor if we give him the opportunity to. Ninja jump over there. And the game does have a good sense of humor. A lot of the things that pop up, it'll be like, amazing ninjing, and he uses ninjing as a verb, I guess, but... Oh, I thought I was going to get him with that jump strike right there. That's unfortunate. So I just wasted another life. Oh, and I didn't see that trap right there. That is a giant pain, unfortunately. The little dudes in the ground... Oh, I'm just getting sloppy in this last little second half, and we were doing pretty well, too. I had a lot of lives going into this final encounter. Oh, he got me, too. Alright, well, never mind then, pal. I didn't want to fight you anyways. And so I feel like I am very much dropping the ball in this fourth quarter of our play. Oh, we got a rage. So let's just run through and just swipe the hell out of everything. There we go. Just kill everything that we can get our hands on while we have a rampage. And it blocked my way with a pedestal. We'll get rid of him. We've only got 2 lives left. I doubt this is going to be a reasonably proficient boss run, unfortunately. So that's just something I'm going to have to live with. I don't think we're going to get a full clear out of this one, though. But it is, if you're looking for something like Rogue Legacy, but a little bit faster paced, oh my god, there's so many of them. Okay. There we go, we got him. And then we'll get the shuriken buff out of him. Oh, where is the next clock? There it is. Cool. And so these little guys right here are similar to the guys that you would see in Rogue Legacy, where you can only hit them from behind. They've got a little shield. You'll forgive me if I'm moving rapidly. The game really does require you to play very, very quickly. I wish there was more time for explanation. I got killed by a bomb right there, which kinda sucks. And then there's the end, so that's how the game goes. We only had a little bit further to go until the final boss. You get this little cutscene that reminds me of old Sega Genesis and Nintendo games when you fail. You get the old school game over, and then you can also submit your score for competition against everybody else. People have been speedrunning this game like crazy. It's a lot of fun, and it's something I think you should check out. So if you enjoyed the playthrough, definitely let me know down in the comments. I'll try and do another one here and there if you did enjoy it. We did unlock some cool stuff there. Let's go take a look and see what we unlocked, because there are still some things. Oh, we got the last magic spell. Okay, so that is Kamikaze Magic. As a last resort, inflicts damage on everything nearby, but it costs you a life. Okay. I didn't use any magic during that run, I just realized. Magic's not something I fall back on very much because it's unreliable unless you're very good at targeting it. Unfortunately, I am not. I'll go straight in and I'll show you what the magic looks like real quick, just so you know. Show you my magic spell here. So there it is right there. It's pretty sweet. It wipes out like everything on a floor. It is one of my favorite things to pop off every now and again when I get the chance. You can also destroy the collision and sort of rebuild the levels battlefield style if you're good enough. If you get yourself one of the buffs, you can do that. But anyways, the game is Super House of Dead Ninjas, which was originally a free-to-play game. You can actually still play it for free on the Adult Swim website. It's a lot of fun. It's a very cool game. It has a nice soundtrack. Everything about it is very reminiscent of old school Nintendo games that I used to play as a child, so God, that was terrible. But let me know if you want to see more episodes. I can definitely do a few more runs, see if I get any better at the game. I doubt it. I mean, I can try, but you know what they say, old dogs and new tricks and all that. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for this episode of Super House of Dead Ninjas. If you want to see more, I can definitely do more, or we can continue on with other things that we've been doing. I'm not really too fond of either idea. It's all good. I enjoy this game a lot. I've been playing it a ton on Steam, so either way, I'll be enjoying it. And I'll see you guys next time, so take care out there, everybody.